Hello everybody, today October the 31st, it's a bit rainy today and also the weather is getting kind of chillier in Nano City. So everyone is kind of, going with their jacket. This morning when I look at the temperature, I didn't think that it's gonna be a bit chilly. So I actually just on my short sleeve dress. And on the bus, it's actually feel quite chilly. So that's a good lesson for me to learn to always have my sweater with me in this weather just in case. So that's something about Hanoi City today, and we're gonna go with our pen story, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there is a dog inside the room. I'm gonna read this info of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sleep, lick or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both correct. For the dog, this one is a chewy toy, but for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog one, the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson, both are correct. Now let's imagine that there is a table in front of me, so I'm gonna put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? Either still a pen or a chewing toy. Oh, it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this one as emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition as we understand the emptiness. We'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like Ishmael Korosh applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table when there is no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. It come back to choose and we call it, huh? We call it the emptiness. But because it has the emptiness, it also has the potential to become anything or anyone. So that is the second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now I see this as the pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if the thing in the pen is there, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to believe this one become a diamond. Okay, so please pray with me. Diamond, diamond. Please. Diamond. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen, a diamond. There are certain side of mind that the ancient wisdom calls karma. When we see something, the certain side of my part will open up and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted those seeds into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. Who who planted it into my mind? How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by action, by our thoughts, especially to other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I want the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this pen will open up and both me and my friend would see it and start living mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which meant that the seed of the pen has not been planted into my mind. And now it pop up, open up, and cover this and made me see it for what had been planted earlier, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both are corrupt. So we learn to respect each other's opinion. We learn to respect each other's choices, and we also learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And with that, I would like to share the importance of being able to listen to your own self, listen to yourself, understand yourself and respect yourself. I think once you be able to do that, you'll be able to give you'll be able to become an anchor for your own self. And with that, you'll be able to give happiness to yourself. And once that happens, then you'll be able to give happiness to other people as well by doing the same thing to other people. And that's the key to the happiness in any happy relationship. The second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So we learn to believe in our potential and the potential of everyone of everything surround us and the potential for it happen to us. The third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. And we don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. But also another way to look at that is that whatever that we have in our mind, we'll be able to make it become the reality as long as we persistent with it. And we also we persistent and we discipline. We keep planting seed using our word of action, our thoughts to other people. And the fourth lesson is how to incorporate everything into our life and creating our dream life in a very certain way. So first we're gonna know what we want to do by lesson number 2, right? The emptiness and the potential. And then lesson number 3 is we start planting those into our mind using our word or action or thought to other people. So for instance, if we want to have happiness, then we start planting the happiness seed using our word or action or thought to other people, helping other people to be happier. If we want to have prosperity, then we use our word or action or thoughts, helping other people to be more prosperous. And just like that, whatever that we want, then we start using our action, our word, our thought, helping other people surround us become getting that seed. And that is the best way to plant the seed and then making sure that we're going to reap it in the future. And the lesson that I would like to show you all today is actually um, this morning I didn't get up. I actually got up, but then I went back to sleep. And it's I know that it's always a struggle. I think so. To try to be disciplined, to try to be to go with your with the thing that you want to see in your life. But then I believe that I I believe that being able to see it, being able to recognize it, and then that is one step already. And but at least I think this will be a way for me to see it. And now that, okay, now I only, because once a week I will have one day off from doing exercise. So I will take this one as the day off, and then hopefully Sunday and Saturday will be the day that I be able to catch up and doing the exercise. So just give you the flexibility. So I want to be able to let you know that being able to see what you couldn't do, being able to follow the discipline and still keep it, synchronize it is something very, very important. Thank you everyone for listening to me today. Thank you everyone for coming me in this 3,000-day journey. And if by me sharing with you the pen story of my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my church family, to my friends, to my coworkers, and to um everyone in the central part of Vietnam. We're going through the flood again. Keep Please stay safe. Hopefully you with the weather will get drier and you'll be able to get back to your normal life soon. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good day. Bye bye.